How's it going, guys? Femi here, and I wanted to talk about the body being the temple and something that I really do believe. And what do I mean, like, the body is the temple? Well, ultimately, I mean the body is a place of worship. The body is a place that the ultimate creator or creators, whatever it is that you believe, whoever it was or whatever it was that decided to put us here on earth in this form, in this creation, determined that everything that we need, everything that we desire to do, want to do, and even can do, we need our bodies to make that possible, to be able to manifest that. So, to me, and this is just a personal opinion, but I stake my life on, honestly, in my entire career and all my time on, is the fact that the body is the most important thing that we're supposed to master during our time here on earth. Why? Because the body is a microcosm of the macrocosm, meaning everything that happens in the universe happens inside your body. You know, to all you Christians out there, you're familiar with certain scriptures in the Bible where it says, the kingdom of God is within you. Well, we also talk about, churches or temples as being the house of God as well. Well, the body being the temple ultimately means that whatever you believe about God, it dwells within the body. So, henceforth, the body is the temple. The body is the temple of God. The body is the house of God. So in order to make things manifest, in order to make the will of God, again, whatever it is you believe about God, in order to manifest that will on earth, you need a body. A body serves as a vessel. It serves as a conduit. It's like a magic wand in which everything that you conceive of within you can only be brought outside of you by way of your body. And if you look at the world today, a lot of the issues that we currently face all stem from the fact that we don't know how to use our body. We don't understand what our bodies actually are. And if you don't understand, what your body actually is, then you're not going to know how to treat your body. You're not going to know what to feed your body. You're not going to know what you can do with your body. You're not going to know how to use it, how to recover it. It's just like, think about it like this, right? Most of us eat food, but how many of us actually know how that food interacts with your body the moment it goes in? How many of us know down to the detail of what's happening? For most of us, it's a mystery. Why is it a mystery? Because we don't understand how the body works. This is the reason for there being so many health issues. Because health is wealth. What does health actually mean? Health means to be whole, right? If you go look up the etymology of the word health, it comes from the word whole, to be whole. So to be healthy is to be whole, is to be holy. And not just, and when I say holy, W-H-O-L-L-Y, that also means holy as in H-O-L-Y. So to be holy is to be healthy. So the holiest of men and women are the healthiest of men and women. So if you're seeking to be well and to be healthy, it means you are seeking to be holy. Again, for a lot of us who are spiritual, who are religious, we all believe that that is something that needs to be placed above all things. Our spirituality, our relationship with the Most High. Well, it seems that the relationship with the Most High involves us getting healthier. It involves us having a healthy body, a healthy mind. Well, that's what being holy is. We are all supposed to become holy men and women, meaning we're all supposed to be healthy men and women. And that is ultimately something that, a conclusion that I've arrived at, in which the reason why I created the iUniversol Institute is because I wanted to continue to learn as much as I could about the body, how it works, how it functions, and how I should best treat that, how I should best treat my body. And not just that, be able to share that information with anybody else who's interested. Like, the body is so fascinating to me. There's so many layers, so many dimensions to the body, starting all the way from here down to the atomics and subatomic level. Like, to understand how the body works, you would need to know mathematics, you would need to know chemistry, biology, physics. Man, it's so interesting. The body is so beautiful. The way it moves, just the things that it does. And I personally truly do believe that when people begin to master their body and learn how to treat it well, they become healthier, which ultimately means they become holier. And what does that mean? It means we will start treating each other as if we are all healthy and holy people, which means it will put an end to a lot of the confusion. It will put an end to a lot of the conflict. Case in point, here's an example. 2020, we had a pandemic, and that pandemic brought on so much confusion because so many people did not understand or did not know what to do, who to listen to, right? And they didn't know how to discern. And they didn't know how to discern the truth. Why? Because they didn't know how their bodies work naturally to be able to tell what's good information, what's bad information. So that led to a lot of confusion. Then, because there was so much confusion always leads to conflict. And there was so much conflict between people. Should I do this? Should I not do that? Should I wear this or should I not do that? Should I stay in? Should I go out? People were confused. So, if we made knowledge of the body something as elementary and as fundamental to the point that we're teaching our children about their body from kindergarten, even if it's a simple head, shoulder, knees, and toes, but then we begin to slowly progress it as they get older so that they're learning about their body year after year constantly, so then they now are able to make better decisions as far as what to do. Because if you look at our children, most of our kids, they don't, if you don't put kids in sports, they learn how to use their body just in terms of being able to start crawling, then walk, then standing, then walking, then running, then jumping. But then as they continue to get older, they start to go into video games and watching TV. And then they go to school where they sit down for 8 hours and things like that. So now all of a sudden they're not using their body as much. And if they're not playing sports, they're not learning about their body as much. So then we have a whole bunch of people, a whole generation where most kids don't know how to use their body. And then they become more like the adults. And now we're going to start going into like metaverse stuff, and everything now is on computers, and we're going into the digital space. So now nobody knows how to use their bodies anymore. I've had people who just don't know, who are unable to just stand up. I've worked with people who are unable to just stand up. Like most people, there are people right now, if you told them to lay down on their back and sit up, just sit up, they will struggle with that. That is where we are as a society, and is one of the reasons why at iUniversol Institute, the first thing that I always think about is the body being the temple, and how much I want to worship at this temple, how much I want to learn more about the temple and learn more about the body, and share that information with whoever also wants to learn as much about the body, so that they know how to take care of themselves, so that they know how to treat themselves.